Good morning guys and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a short and sweet comparison and contrast of Minnie and Mickey Mouse from the house of Sillage. If you guys have been interested in these perfumes, then I hope this video is helpful or entertaining for you guys. If you're new to my channel, I would love if you would consider subscribing. On this channel we talk a lot about perfumes. I would love to have you here and join my little family. And with that out of the way, let's get started in today's compare and contrast. And if you've tried these two, drop me a message down below and let me know which one was your favorite. So this one is Mickey Mouse, and this one I think was less popular than Minnie Mouse. They're both good, but I think that most people preferred the Minnie Mouse fragrance. This one has notes of cardamom, bergamot, mandarin orange, coconut milk, orange blossom, cacao, vanilla, sandalwood, tonka bean, and amber. So this is really, really beautiful. It's a little bit tropical smelling to me. I definitely do get a lot of coconut in here. Coconut is a note that I don't typically gravitate toward, but it depends on how it's done. If I don't smell it too prominently and it doesn't smell too much like sunscreen, I can usually handle coconut. So this is actually quite a complex little fragrance, and I do really like it. It's quite gourmand. There's a chocolatiness to it. There's a fruitiness to it. There's the coconut. It's also quite floral. There's a lot of this like white floral component. And then it's grounded really nicely in a vanilla sandalwood base. Honestly, this one's quite stunning. It's really, really stunning. It's been a while since I've smelled the Minnie Mouse. I'm going to be curious to compare them side by side again today because it's been a while since I first got them. But this one's absolutely beautiful. This one's a little bit more complex, and I would say between the two, between Minnie and Mickey Mouse, this one's probably more mature and more elevated. I feel like the Mickey Mouse is less sweet, less like playful gourmand, and a little bit more elevated. But yeah, definitely what comes through the most for me is almost like a tropical coconutty white floral grounded in some really nice kind of woody, musky vanilla undertones with a little bit of a chocolatey accord peeking through and a little bit of a soft spiciness in there as well. So it's gourmand, but not super gourmand. Definitely more along the floral component and definitely giving a little bit more tropical kind of coconutty vibes, which is really interesting. But it's not a light, bright, beachy perfume. It's not something I would think to reach for in the summertime. I mean, maybe you could, but it's a little heavier than that. I would say maybe summertime evening. It's unique. It's different. I've never smelled anything exactly quite like it. It's interesting to me that this is a collaboration with Disney because this smells like it could be a fragrance all on its own. Like if they added this to their signature collection and called it something else, I would believe it. You know what I mean? And I would think this was a really beautiful addition to their signature collection. Is the Disney limited edition? I'm not sure if it's limited or if they're planning on making that like a permanent edition. But this one's really gorgeous. The bottle is also very cool. If you're somebody who likes to collect these cupcakes, or if you're a huge Disney fan, Disney and perfume, this one's definitely a good one. I think a lot of people gave more hype to Minnie Mouse, but honestly, this is a very good one, and I don't think you should sleep on it. It's very beautiful, but it does, to me, have, like I say, a little bit more of a light summertime feel, and it's not super, super sweet, sickly gourmand. So that is the Mickey Mouse, and now let's move on to the Minnie Mouse. All right, so this is the Minnie Mouse fragrance. This one has notes of whipped cream, marshmallow, raspberry, caramel, coconut, vanilla, musk, and cedar. So again, they're putting some coconut in here. I think it's meant to be definitely a very creamy, milky, summertime kind of line, which makes sense. And this one definitely is a lot sweeter than the Mickey Mouse fragrance. This one, when you first spray it, you get a lot more fruitiness. It's definitely a lot sweeter and more fruity than the Mickey Mouse. Mickey Mouse is a little bit more, I would say, woody, vanillic, musky, even a little soft, spicy with that cardamom. This one is definitely your more true, sweet, gourmand, fruity fragrance. Yeah, this one is very, very sweet. You have to like sweet fragrances to like this. Lots of raspberry. Definitely a lot of a nice, thick, decadent, like whipped cream creaminess. The coconut is less pronounced here than it was in the Mickey Mouse. I definitely got more coconut and more orange blossom in the Mickey Mouse. Yeah, quite a lot of caramel. Honestly, for me, I'm getting a very bright, sweet raspberry. Bright, sweet raspberry, and then tons of delicious, gourmand, creamy, whipped creamy, caramelly vibes. So if you like that kind of perfume, if you like a perfume that is straight up smells as though you could eat it. This one smells as though you could eat it. I feel like Mickey Mouse had a little bit more depth to it. It had a little bit more of a soft woodiness, a soft spicy, and was more floral. So I feel like that one was definitely more sophisticated, more elevated, a little bit more elegant. This one's a little more young, fun, fruity, playful. I honestly, when I first smelled this, I was expecting to fall head over heels in love with it. I thought this might be the one I wanted a full bottle of because I'd heard so many good things about it. And definitely for gourmand lovers, this is top notch. I think you can't go wrong if you're a gourmand lover, especially if you like fruity notes like raspberry. This one's a little bit more lactonic. It doesn't smell too milky. It doesn't make me feel sick to my stomach or anything, but it's definitely more lactonic and has this milky creaminess to it. To compare the two side by side, Mickey just has more depth. Mickey is more sophisticated, more elevated, definitely more mature. Minnie is sweet. Minnie is sweet, 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 delicious, yummy, addictive, but kind of simple, you know, a little bit more simple. Mickey is a little bit more unique, and Mickey is more complex. I sound like I'm comparing the two like personalities, but yeah, Mickey just has a little more going on, a little more interesting and more mature. If I had to personally pick between the two, you guys, if I had to pick one today, I would probably opt for Mickey, just because the Mickey Mouse one is a little more my style. I like gourmand fragrances, but I don't like to smell just too straight up gourmand. And I think that in the world of gourmand fragrances, you can honestly go to Bath & Body Works and pick up, you know, Vanilla Bean Noel or Mary Cookie or Strawberry Pound Cake, and you're going to get the vibes that you need. You're going to get what you need. You know what I mean? I don't think you have to, this is just my personal opinion, I don't think you have to spend $300, $400 on a gourmand fragrance. There are very affordable gourmand fragrances out there that, for me personally, give me everything that Minnie gives me. You know, Strawberry Pound Cake, for example, Vanilla Bean Noel, those are two of my favorite Bath & Body Works. Yes, they don't have the greatest performance. I have tried the Minnie Mouse on my skin, and yes, it lasts longer than a body spray, but I still don't know for me personally if that would be worth the price tag. Whereas the Mickey Mouse is a little more unique. Mickey smells more like an actual perfume. It smells a little more like something I would pay hundreds of dollars for, if that makes sense. So that's just my two thoughts, my 2 cents, my thoughts personally. Let me know if you guys have tried these fragrances. I'm going to drop them. Let me know if you guys have tried these two fragrances, if you preferred one more than the other. Yeah, personally for me, I think that don't feel that FOMO, that fear of missing out, the way that I did when it came to Minnie Mouse, because I saw all these people talking about Minnie Mouse, and I even saw some YouTube thumbnails saying that, you know, it was the greatest gourmand ever, the best gourmand ever. And yes, it is delicious and it is beautiful, but after smelling it, I was so glad that I didn't blind buy a bottle, because I think I would have been disappointed for the price I would have paid. Yeah, it's good, but I don't think I would pay, unless I was a Disney fanatic or I specifically wanted to collect all of the cupcakes, I don't think I would pay that price for Minnie, personally. Whereas Mickey, I do think that's more, it just smells more unique to me. It smells more special. There's more to it. It's not just a straight up fruity gourmand. So yeah, those are my thoughts on Minnie and Mickey Mouse. Let me know if you guys have any differing opinions, if you've smelt them, how did you feel about them? And that's it for today.